Hey everybody, I'm pretty excited. I have enough medals to now do Legendary 3. Now this is due to someone who donated to my account and was able to get me the packs I needed to get to Legendary 3. Now I'm just waiting for a lucky day, but I wanted to say a big thank you to them. They wanted to stay anonymous, so I'm going to, keep the name off of the video, but I wanted to say thank you, and I really appreciate it. I don't ask for money off of this channel. This was just done from the niceness of their heart, and I appreciate that. If you do want to help me, I would just love to have you get my videos out there. Maybe throw a acknowledgement to Rise of Kings and say, hey, this player is making videos and we really like his stuff, and you should check him out. And I'll put my UID in the description, and you can just throw my UID in there and just say, hey, we really like his videos, and I think you should check him out. Maybe give him something on the side. So that's my quick thank you, and me excited about going to Legendary 3, and we'll get into the rest of the video. This week's hero deep dive is Darius and Vasudo. So these two are epically good at reducing the cost of research. Now, I don't know if you've looked at the costs of research from the very beginning all the way till you finish all the researches, which is extremely hard to do, especially if you're including the Arcana Tower. But these two reduce the cost considerably. So if you include their decrease in the cost of research together with a lucky day, you're getting a massive deal on every single research you're doing. So I would highly suggest working on Darius and Vasudo very early on if you're just starting a kingdom. And if you're still not early on, I mean, maybe you don't focus on these two as much, but they're still going to help you a lot, especially if you're still working on the last levels of a lot of the Institute's research. So you got Darius, and then you got Vasudo. So he has just basically right there on his scholar, his ability scholar, just tells you right up front. So he's really good. I don't assign any skills to either of these guys. I don't really believe that it's worth it to do so on your assist and development heroes, but to each their own on that aspect. But you can look here in the Institute, you go to assign, see Darius is decreasing the cost by 25%, and he also decreases the build time by 2 hours when he is assigned to the Institute. And then obviously you got that there. So we're looking at 45% discount on all of my researches, and then you get the additional 25%. You're getting a huge discount, and it's definitely worth it to work on these guys. Not even to say, you look at the hero bonds, check it out. There they are in the Parliament. You got a 7.5 increase in technology research speed. So everything about these two are fantastic. So this is something that you guys can really look into, and hopefully you find it as useful as I did. When rallying castles, it's really important to be on the same page with your team. Set what you guys want to do as a team and then follow those. So if everyone's saying, hey, 10% infantry and then 90% cavalry, stick to that.
Because what happens is when people send their own rogue dispatch into the rally and it sets off what the team wasn't trying to do, it actually creates problems. For example, if everyone sends all infantry and then someone sends in a whole bunch of their own trebuchets, that person is going to get a lot of kills, but that's going to create many losses for the other team. Now, we've seen this time and time again. Now, if everyone sent like a little bit of infantry and a whole bunch of trebuchets, that would be completely different. But that wasn't the plan, and this one player threw a wrench in it and screwed somebody else out of kills and just created more losses. So that's an example of how rallies can get messed up. Now, I'm growing more and more fond with mixed dispatches for rallies. And the reason being is you can really utilize some of the skills on heroes and on the actual troops' ability. So, if you were going to add, say, archers into the mix, and then you're going to, add infantry, and they want some spearman infantry in there, and then we're going to add a little bit of cavalry as well. Now, I'm not saying this is my kind of dispatch, but if we were to do that, we'd want the proper heroes. So maybe I'll take off this, and I'm going to put on this hero. And then we're going to say, hey, you know what? A little bit less infantry, and let's add a lot more archers into the mix. Then everyone's on the same page, everyone utilizes the hero, and things go off without a hitch. So it's important to first say, hey, this is what we're doing. 10% infantry, 20% cavalry, and 70% archers. Now everyone has the same mixed dispatch, everybody is contributing the same way, and we're all good. So, in this event, the Great Magic Books, there's actually a really good strategy to this, and that is to do the junior books and the senior magic books. The reason being is it's really, really hard to get these top two. Now, if you want to, you can go after those, and you can get pretty good rewards. But the bottom two, and even the bottom three, are much more obtainable. And so, something that for those that don't really pay attention, your gear is pretty expensive to upgrade. The second one is just amazing for gear, and the single exchanges for these particular books are really good as well. Now, I use a ton of wishes during KVK, during the Tournament of Kingdoms. So, this bottom high-roke books, these are actually extremely valuable to me just because of the wishes. Now, I really like this second row, and I really like this first row. And I'm able to get a ton of books of both of these by just killing off my monsters and utilizing my wishes. So, I would encourage those, especially early on in the game, to use these bottom two, and don't even worry about these top three until you're later on, or if you're actually buying crystals to do this. So that's my tip. So when killing monsters, it's better to attack and kill those monsters with the smaller amount of troops. Why? Because you have less wounded at the end. Now, look at this. I attacked with 25,000 troops, and I had 52 wounded. I attacked with 210,000 troops. I had 300 wounded. So you can see the difference. You still get the same amount of experience and everything else. The only difference is the amount of wounded. So find that sweet spot of where you can kill and attack the highest monster you can find, and just stick to that number. So I typically attack with 30,000 because, you know, each dispatch is going to have different heroes attached to it.
Well, you guys, that's all I got for this video. I had a good time making it. I didn't have enough time to test troops this week. I'm sorry. I will try to get to that as soon as possible and add it on. I really do encourage everyone, especially in preparation for KVK, to really test the different hero combinations and kind of see what you can do. And just really know what is your best combos and what you're going to get out of it, so that way you can attack with the proper heroes and, you know, increase your probability of having a successful attack. So that's my suggestion. I hope that you guys really enjoy these videos. I just really want to help you guys out. And again, if you want to help me, just take my UID that I'm going to put in the description and throw a comment to Rise of Kings on their Facebook, or just in the help section, or however you want to do it, and just let them know that I'm doing this and they should check me out. Well guys, thanks for watching. See you later.